What's up, y'all? It's your boy, DJ Killzown Jones, Big Killzone on your phone. And my money still on, man. And I'm here today, man, with a new episode of Killzone Interviews, man. And this time we got one
Slick.
third Slick in the building, man. I was finna give you the Drink Champs intro. You know where they give you like the
Oh
whole
yeah.
little. All right, hold on. Rewind real. All right, no. All right, here we go. So, uh, man, we got Slick in the building, man. One third of the big three of the otaku underworld, man. Um, one of my favorite underground hip hop anime trap artists. You know what I'm saying? And he's like way more doper than that. And let me just ask you, bro, like, do you like being anonymous? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was doing my research on you. I listened to the projects, man, which is very dope, by the way. That season one, and let me make sure I got the title right, because I'm always met the Quiet Yet Observant EP, or Quiet Yet Observant Volume One, the album. Excuse me. Um, and both of them was way different from what you're doing now with the underworld. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And you not really. I mean, I seen you pop out a couple of times on live and stuff like that, but you choose to remain somewhat anonymous. So why is that, Sleep?
Uh, I don't know. It's just really how I am. Like I'm like that in real life too. Like I don't really pop out like that. I'm not really all in the mix or whatnot. So like I mean, I'm gonna start showing myself more like as time goes on. But like this is just how I am for real.
And you know what? I had to say, the people that I know that remain like somewhat anonymous, so they start popping out. They
Yeah.
had some of my favorite music, like The Weeknd, um, Rumor. You know what I'm saying? People like that. Rest in peace, MF Doom. You know what I'm saying? So it's um, how did you start? You know, what made you want to get into into rapping? Because a lot of people, especially in this day and age, what led you to kind of jump into the industry, jump into the mix, and the way you did it, like, it's different than like even the other guys. Shout out Taco God, Chris SJE, Delta D's, hashtag everybody, Fade Bully. Um, Even with the other guys, like you kind of came in more as a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm listening to your projects, I mean, the singles are, they always bang, and
Yeah.
you come with it, and um are bringing that, otaku underground flavor and style. But for your personal projects, bro, like, what made you say, look, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this microphone on, and I'm gonna tell my story? Because a lot of people want to come in, flexing, balling, or they riding like a wave. Like, they'll pick a sound that's going on. Like, they'll take the emo sound, and they'll ride that wave, or they'll take the trippy or the club sound, and they'll just ride that wave, or the regular trap sound, they just ride that
Yeah.
wave, and you really don't get to know them. So what made you want to, start being an MC and telling your story, bro?
All right. So I'm gonna start where I was like how I got into it. So I got into it because everybody around me, because I'm from Philly originally. So like back when I was a kid, it was just a thing to do. You was from Philly, like that's like you tried your hand at rapping at least once. Cause like I grew up with like the early Meek Mills era, like when he still had like the Z in his name. His name used to be Meek Mills. It was Meek
Mm-hmm.
Mills, like people like Reed Dollars, like the whole battle rap era, like
Mm-hmm.
Joey Jihad, just like all Philly rappers, Quilly Mills, all of that. So like Meek basically was like he was like the first one to like really make it out in that era. So he kind of got me to try my hand at it. Like he's the reason I started rapping for real. And I was on and off with it until I turned about like 19. And then when I turned 19, like listening to people like Kendrick Lamar, started listening to him when I was around like 12. But once I turned 19, like all his influence really like dug, like it really was embedded in me. So that's where I get the storytelling stuff from, and the introspective stuff. So um and I always knew how to sauce on the beat, but like I didn't really apply that until like later on. So when I was about like 19, that's when I started like first recording music. And at first it wasn't really doing too much because like I guess it was boring or something. Like I knew I was missing something. It wasn't enough like personality, and it was just me just being like lyrical, and then that was it. It wasn't no personality or nothing about me really in it. So that's where I started putting the anime stuff into it, and and then once I started doing that, it started to grab more attention. So I just said to myself, I'm gonna keep going with this. So then I stuck with it. I jumped on Twitter about a year later. That's how I met everybody in Underworld, like Krista, Otaku, and all them. And then like I said to
Mm-hmm.
myself, like, oh, this is actually people out there that's doing the same stuff I'm doing. So this could actually, you feel me? This actually resonate with people. So that's how I kept doing that. But then after a certain point, I said to myself, this is why the quiet and observant I made that is because like I didn't want that to become my whole brand to the point where people look at him like, oh, he's an anime rapper, and like I don't want no, I'm not just an anime rapper. I'm an artist, period. So I needed something to make them take me more serious. So I
Mm-hmm.
decided to just make that basically storytelling about my life and my peers and stuff like that. So that's where that came about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, and because that quiet yet observant man really hit home for me, man, because going from the top to bottom just to hear your story, it kind of resonated with me in certain ways. Like we all had that time in our lives where you know like our parents, they might have been stuck in a wreck or they might have whatever,
Yeah.
and they might have lashed out at us because it wasn't even the fact, it wasn't even our fault, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
not none of our faults of being born and existing. That's between, our parents and God, this to see fit for us to be here.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? But when them real moments happen where, you know, they'll get stuck in the rut and they'll get upset, or, you dealing with a chick, you know what I'm saying? And basically she out here living her life, you know what I'm saying, and you kind of put it through the modern day woman, you know what I'm saying, that's going out here
Mm-hmm.
that might have like an OnlyFans or might have you know might be in the clubs or whatever the case may be, and she might have a boyfriend or whatever, and he might be tripping, and then you talk about what's going on around you outside, and how you dealing with fighting the depression and stuff within you. So you kind of put everything into perspective. You talk about the relationship that actually worked out for you. um and it's just like it was one of my favorite projects of last year. Like I found myself bumping it you know quite often, actually. So you know uh so Slick, like how, like, explain to me your process, bro, because you'll go from um like a regular, like a old school trap beat to, like, I call it the SoundCloud, like everybody, like the Uzi, the
Yeah.
trippy type beats, to the New York drill type beats, to old school hip hop type beat. Like, you're very
Yeah.
versatile with it. So you know, what kind of inspired your style? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be what animes you've been watching or were a fan of. It could be other artists. It could be different genres of music. Cause like out of the, like, when I look at y'all, like when I look at you, bro, you like the uh what I'm saying? You like the chic looch of the underground, man. Cause at the top, like with the top three, you, Chris, Otaku, like all, like, people sleep on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like he gonna tell you the whole story. He gonna give you the hit song. He gonna give you the bars. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? To this day, a lot of people they they yell Styles and Jada, like they yell Chris or Otaku, because they out there, been performing stuff like that. Um but like, how do you, like, because you are so unique, bro, and it's like I'm waiting for, what I'm saying, when y'all get out there and y'all start touring and y'all start performing, because I feel like you're gonna have a whole separate wave, because like you said, you differentiated your brand, you know what I'm saying? Because you can do the anime rap, but you could also, be a storyteller. You could be a lyrical artist.
So like, all right, so basically I get like the versatility. You probably wouldn't even believe this, but like I get that from like I grew up on like watching like Disney and stuff, like a whole bunch of Disney musicals and stuff. So like or watching shows that had like musicals in them, like Big Time Rush, like shit like Disney movies like Let It Shine, Austin and Alley. It's
Hmm.
like Starstruck is a whole bunch of like it's everything that goes into it, from like Michael Jackson, because he was probably the most versatile to ever do music. Like when he came out with that Thriller album and he like switched up on everybody and he did rock, pop, soul, all that. So
Hmm.
because he's my favorite artist of all time, so I take mostly after him. But like growing up from listening to gangster music like 50 Cent to listening to like pop music like Bridget Mendler and like Disney, like a whole bunch of Disney stuff, or like to listening to like lyrical stuff like Kendrick Lamar, or like Schoolboy Q and all them, and then even to my peers like Otaku Underworld, like they influence me in like a certain way too. So I take bits and pieces from everything I hear, and like I'm inspired easily. So if I hear something, I'm gonna say to myself, "Oh, I want to make something, like this." But then it'll always come out the way in my own unique way. Like I don't never blatantly copy it, but like it just inspires a certain feeling that I wanna capture. So like I could hear a pop song right now. Like I could turn on the TV right now, go to Disney Channel, and I'll hear like a commercial that have like a catchy little song to it, and I'll be like, "Yo, I want to make a pop song." So then I'll just go up to the mic, and then I because I'm already in the mood. That's really all I need, is just to be in like the mood, to have like a little bit of inspiration, and that's enough for me to really have an idea and just go with it. So I like that's why it goes from like drill to like boom bap uh to like some lo-fi stuff, because it's whatever the last feeling that I felt before I went up to that mic. That's what I was on at that exact moment. So that's why every single song might be a different sound than the last.
Okay, okay, yeah, man. Because you got, then, like, let me ask you this question, bro. Like, because I can't name, and this is a crazy thing to say, because I've been rocking with Krista for like the last 4 or 5 years, a taco guy like the last year and a half. And then when I heard, because I actually I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a weave on you, Slick, because I actually heard you first on Jangin, and that like has like that's so that like I feel like, I'm gonna just be real with you with the Jangin record, man. The Invader, doing it and making it go extra stupid viral, and you came on there and kind of like gave them a run for their money, man. Because I was like, that was the 1-2 punch. When they did Shonen, I was telling the taco guy on the last interview, I said, bro, that was like a breath of fresh air, because I was a TK fan, and the taco guy kind of earlier taco guy kind of reminded me of TK, but it was anime trap.
Yeah.
So when y'all got on there and just started just spitting, and honestly, bro, I feel like, I mean, y'all, all three y'all on there kind of gave cats in the game will run for their money with the song. Cause like I ran that song back so many times, bro. I was like, it's no way. But who is this dude Slick? So when I started listening to your songs, afterwards, I'm like, bro, he got so many of these joints. Like, and you've been dropping them. You've been going crazy with it. I mean, you got uh Zoro Juro, Dead Silent, God Complex, Curse Energy, Swordsman Cipher, like Bankai, like all. I mean, you just been dropping consistently, and then that's outside of the album and
Yeah.
outside of the other features you did, bro. Like you've been just dropping like a madman. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really name like one favorite song because it's like, okay, you went hard on 7, 8 different songs. Like, and I felt like since Jagging, like when I started tapping in with you and I just started seeing you drop, I'm like, bro, I ain't even, settled in with this, and here you go with another one. So like, when did y'all decide to make um Jangin? Like, and what was the process, and what was the feeling like? Did y'all know y'all had like a hit on y'all hands, bro? Because that is a hit in a world
All
of
right. So
records with hooks, bro. Like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, because we'll be here all day talking about
so
it.
like it's funny you said that because we actually didn't know at the time. It was just so all right. So it was just one day I was just sitting at my desk and Ataku hit me up. Ataku guy hit me up. He was like, "Yo, let me get a beat, bro." And I was like, "Word, word." I'm gonna scroll through some stuff that I just had sitting there, and I had the Jagan beat. I had that sitting there for like a month just because normally when I make beats, I don't make them for other people. I make them for myself, and like if I don't like them, then I'll give them to like one of my friends. So
Wait a minute, whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa.
had to
So you made the beat?
yeah, I made that beat.
Oh man, hey. If I had an air horn right now, I'd throw it on. But keep going, keep going, keep going.
All right, yeah. So like most of the anime sample beats that you hear from my like of my songs, I made those. Um so I had the beat just sitting there because I didn't think the beat was all that. So I just had it just sitting on my desk. I didn't use it or nothing. I just had it on the desktop just sitting there. And he asked me to send him a beat. So I was like, So I sent him that beat and he was like, yo, this go crazy. I was like, you really think so? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I wonder how I should flow on it. And I was like, man, you should probably just use your flow that you did for King Kami, because he has a song called King Kami where like he was just going crazy on it. I was like, you should probably just use like that type of vibe, like go with that cadence and everything. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna try it out. So then like he did it, and then he sent it to me, and I was like, oh nah, this no. He uploaded a snippet of his verse, and like it was going crazy on Twitter. It was getting like I think it almost hit like 1,000 likes in like a day or something like that. It was just going crazy. And then he said to me, he was like, "Yeah, we gotta finish that song." So he sent me his verse with like an open after it. He was like, "Yo, you should put a verse on here too." I was like, "All right, bet." So I get to the studio. I'm like, "All right." So I record my verse and then I send it to Chrissa. Chrissa gets his verse recorded, and then we get the song mixed by Chris's man. And then once the song was finished, we just put it out immediately, and then no, we didn't put it out immediately. We put a AMV to it, and then we put it on Twitter with like the finished song to it, but because the song didn't upload to Spotify until like a day after the King Vader saw it. So Taco uploaded another AMV for it. It was like some crazy AMV that went like it like meshed with it perfectly. And then I think he plugged it under one of King Vader's tweets, and then Vader seen it, and then I think he commented under it and said this is fire or something like that. And then and then and then I think something happened, and then we dropped. I think we dropped the song on SoundCloud, and then I made a tweet, and then I think I don't know if I plugged it on under one of his tweets or something like that. No, he just saw
Mhm.
it. He just saw it. So he saw it on my stuff, and then he commented on it with like I think he's put like eye emojis and like a fire emoji, So then he tweeted about it. He tweeted about it like 20 minutes later. He was like, he quoted one of my lyrics and said, "This man just said, Bellamy Blake, I'll keep it 100." And then I saw that tweet and I was like, "Yo, that's my lyrics." So I'm thinking like, "Yo, is he listening to a song or somebody stole my lyrics?" So then like I went and commented. I was like, "Yo, those my lyrics." And then he was like, "Yo, you did great on that song or something like that. I vibe with it." And then he followed me. And then like I called Otaku. I was like, yo, just look what just happened. So we was going crazy for a minute, and then we was super hyped. And then I think like a day after that or something, he DM'd me. He was like, yo, what's the name of that song? So then like I told him the name of the song, and then I shot him the link, and then I called Otaku back because we was over there like, yo, he's probably about to do something with the song. And then like a week later, he uploaded a TikTok video of him dancing to it with his friends and stuff. Like they was dressed up as like Luffy and Goku and Naruto and all them. And then like I I FaceTime Otaku again, and we was just like we was just going crazy again. We was just super hype about it. And then that's when the views on there just took off, and then it was just like this whole big thing. So like we ain't have no clue that the song was going like it was just another song to us. But I realized that's just how stuff happens. Like if you if you recording a song and you say to yourself, "Nah, this is the one right here." 9 times out of 10, it's not the one. It's mainly gonna be the one that you just you just recording. Like this is just another one in the bunch. So that's how that had really happened.
So how did you feel at that moment? Because I know like all of y'all numbers. Cause like Krista had came in with Black Tea. Like he had already
Yeah.
been dropping. He had dropped, what was it, um before, it was before Weed God. Like he had dropped, yeah, that was what it was. So yeah, he had the Black Tea freestyle that was going crazy. And then he was getting
Sakio too.
Sakio, yeah, he had that going. No, I was thinking of I'm trying to think of the project that he had before then, because he dropped a lot too. But he had like been building, and then that came, and then it was just like, Pink is the new punk. That's what it was. Yeah. So he had came out with that. Then he came out with the Black Tea freestyle. Then then Weave God came out, and when Weave God hit, that was around the same time. He had what was it? He had Super with, he had all these joints just going off. But when that's
Mm-hmm.
when when Jonga hit, man, it was like all of y'all kind of went up, and then Taco was bubbling with Shonen, and it was just like, you know, I got hip to you immediately. I said, man, who is this dude on here? So that was when like I got hip to you, and I feel like a lot of people, because you was like, I went all the way back. I said, yeah, bro, bro been out here for a minute, and his last couple of weeks, like everything that you saying, I was like, yo, dude been working. And I felt like you just came on there, man, and just demolished it. And then I felt, then too, now I see every artist in the game, they doing songs with no hook. Like y'all kind of brought that back, because people was doing it here and there, but not
Yeah.
everybody. Like Migos did it. Couple other folks did it. I'm like, yeah, man, y'all, they kind of stole that from the underworld. And then Otaku, did you do the 1.5 beat
Say that again.
for did you do the 1.5 beat for Otaku, or did he go
Nah,
and
nah,
get that?
that was our friend Jaren on the beat.
Oh, okay,
Shout out to
because
him.
I felt like, because y'all gave him a run for y'all money, run for his money. He was like, yeah, bro, I gotta come back with this. So are y'all gonna do a video for that?
We was actually planning on doing it a lot sooner, but COVID hit and all that crazy stuff. So um no, that was after that was after COVID. What am I talking about? We was planning on
Yeah.
doing it, but just life. So we definitely gonna put that back in motion.
Oh yeah, bro, because that record still, like, I still see the numbers just skyrocketing from there. And then, like I said, you start hitting them with these singles, bro. So like, Are you about to drop a project? Is this your first like Otaku Underworld project that you getting ready to come out with? Because I seen y'all finna do the compilation. Because I saw Otaku guy made a post, and I was wondering if that was his album or is it for the whole game.
Attack will be having a whole bunch of stuff in the works. So I don't know what you might have seen because he be posting album covers like every month, but we never really know for sure. But as far as us as a group, I don't think I'm gonna be putting out a project this year. But like I've been working on like stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna put them into projects or if I do, I don't know if I'm gonna drop them. But as a group, there's definitely the Underworld albums is definitely coming this year. We already got like a whole bunch of stuff done for it. We just wanted to link in person to really do it because we wanted it to be organic instead of what we've been doing for the last couple years, which was like we recorded from our own houses and then just send it up like across to each other. We wanted it to be like natural. So
Hmm.
all of us in like the same studio type of thing.
Yeah, I seen Otaku. He made his way up there to you, bro. So I see y'all, everybody starting to lock in, and I'm pretty sure Chris and Faye finna come down there, and y'all finna do y'all thing, man. Like, what do you feel like is the impact on the culture? Because I feel like it's been a big shift on the anime culture, and then the black anime culture or the blurred culture since y'all
Do
dropped.
you mean music wise, or you mean like because of us?
All the way across the board, not just music wise, but all the way across
Oh,
the board. Like y'all, I feel like it's seismic, but like, how do you feel like things has changed? Because I'm starting to see more anime rappers, anime trappers pop up. You know what I'm saying? Some of them is cool, some of them, you know what I'm saying, they need a little work, but y'all
I
definitely,
feel
you know
like
what I'm saying. Go ahead.
sorry to cut you off. I feel like
No, you good.
basically um I feel like we definitely did inspire a lot of people. But it's been around before us a little bit, but not to like the saturation like level that we do it at, and probably definitely not as like polished as we got it. But um the black culture in general, I feel like I don't know how it happened, but just, like I just noticed since 2015, 2016, anime just started becoming more popular and more popular. So I guess it's because like the world took a shift in a sense that like remember how like back in the day it used to be quote unquote like cool to bully people and stuff like that, and like but
Hmm.
now it's the cool thing nowadays it's the cool thing to be weird. So like you got people dyeing their hairs all different types of colors, and no, and, they not getting judged for that no more. So like I feel like it's a comfortability thing where now it's okay to be quote unquote weird or like different or to stand out and everything. Like it wasn't like that back then, but now it's like it's the cool thing to do. It's cool to be emo now. It's cool to do all types of stuff now. So it's more acceptable to like a wider demographic of people. So which is like is also good for us because I feel like if we was to do what like the stuff that we doing right now, like maybe 6 7 years ago, we like it'd have been harder for us to pop off. But you know, since we managed to do what we doing right now, like in the time frame that we doing it in, and like in the beginning of this whole emergence of like acceptance in like the black anime community, I feel like we fortunate to even like to be a part of that for real.
Hmm. So for you, like, what has like? Cause I'm pretty sure all of y'all have been getting like, like requests for features for shows. Like now that the conventions is opening back up, and I'm dropping this. By the time y'all hear this, I'll probably already be in Houston for Anime Matsuri. So y'all holler at me. Um, and like how has the reach been? Like how's like the money and everything else? Because now that it's blowing up, I'm pretty sure that folks is like beating down y'all door now. Like it's they trying to get in on the wave and get locked in because y'all had something that cracked. well, shoot, it are Jangin already cracked the mainstream, but y'all come with another one, the price is gonna go up. So what's the response like from the promoters and the venues and the cons and everything else like that?
I feel like our name is definitely getting up there to the point where if not right now, if they not familiar with us right now, they definitely will be. And like honestly, I feel like with the numbers that we getting right now, and like just if we reach out to them, it shouldn't be a reason for us to be turned down, like to do like a venue for them or something like that. Because like there's no there's really no other like anime like and like rappers or nothing like that as big as us besides like literal nerdcore people. But like if we talking about black culture or something like that, like we really don't, like, not even to sound cocky, but like we really the only ones really bringing down the house. We do trap music, so that's like that's the biggest sound in the world right now, like it or
Hmm.
not. So I feel like but like I've been handed a couple opportunities over like the past year or so. I ain't encountered nothing too crazy yet, but I know it's definitely coming. I just gotta, we just gotta stay consistent, keep putting in work. Krissa has been going crazy though. With he's been like with his Dandadan. He got this Dandadan song out. He didn't got recognized by the manga creators and stuff. So,
Hmm.
and I think he's actually even doing this. Yeah, he's doing the soundtrack for him or something like that. So like
Hmm.
that was that was crazy. That was just crazy experience like by itself. Me, I've been just like now I'm making a healthy amount of money off of like YouTube and Spotify and like all this other stuff that I was nowhere near like maybe 2 years ago. So
Hmm.
I'm living okay right now. Can never be satisfied, but I definitely see more opportunities opening up for us like later down the line.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you feel? Like, let me ask you about this, because how do you like? First of all, what animes are you watching right now? And then, how do you feel about black representation in anime as of right now? Because that's like a hot button topic. It's a lot of black people that watch anime, that consume anime, that buy anime, that support anime, but folks are starting to, ramble about the representation. You know.
Yeah. Um. So animes I'm watching right now would include I'm watching this one called Kimi no Todoroki. That's like it's like a slice of life. Um, I like a lot of slice of life like those like the real like more realistic kind of things that's more relatable.
Hmm.
Cause I know I'll just be chilling, so I like to watch like comedies and stuff like that. I've been watching that. I've been watching a lot of movies too lately. Like there's one called Ride Your Wave. I started watching that. Uh, Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm about to start
Oh yeah.
this one called Tokyo Revengers. I've been hearing the mad people talk about Tokyo Revengers, and I'm definitely gonna be on Chainsaw Man because that got a lot of hype to it right now. I'm I'm currently trying to catch up on to Berserk like in the manga and everything. I just started getting back into manga a little bit, but that's what I'm on like as of late. Now how I feel about the black reputation in anime. I mean, I'm not very critical of it because like I feel like back in the like there's always been great black characters. It hasn't been many of them, but like it's not an American thing. It's Japanese, but there's definitely been a lot of stereotypical stuff that I felt like has been exaggerated to a certain extent because like mainly the stuff that people in Japan know about black people is what they see on TV, which is stereotypical stuff because it's not us putting it on TV, it's the white man. So
Hmm.
they're seeing so what they put in their animes is what the white man's view of the black man is. So like I've seen like stuff like people wear like with huge lips, like all black people don't have huge lips. all black people aren't super, all black men aren't super buff and have afros and stuff like that. So like I felt like I've never like gotten mad over it because it's really nothing to get mad over, but I've taken note of it like a while ago, but I don't think they've I don't think they've like, as far as like a character like their worth to a show, and like I've never seen like a black character get like treated crazily in like an anime, like that are like they trash or something, like they're weak or whatever. Like it's always been like a badass character that hasn't been like for example like Yodoichi from Bleach. um I
Mm-hmm.
forgot dude name from Black Lagoon. You got Killick from Soul Eater. You got Darui from Naruto. It's like, or the third Hokage from Naruto, or Killer B. Um, you got Mirko from My Hero. Like these are like some cool black people. Like I don't really
Mm-hmm.
see too much. I don't really see too much like too much negativity being broadcasted through them. But like besides like some of the artwork done to where they got big noses and huge red lips and stuff like that. Like that type of stuff is like, come on now. But other than that, I don't think it's too much of a big deal.
Okay,
I would
okay.
like to see more though, like more black characters, just cause like black people, we made anime more popular. Like that's just what it is.
That's facts. So as for you, Slick, like you said you working on a lot of different things, man. What can we expect from the new singles and the project? You know, because I assume you holding off on the projects and where you can kind of touch down, you can get out there and I like when artists are like y'all build the catalog, you know what I'm saying, to where you could just drop stuff, it takes off, and then you still got more in the canon, you know what I'm saying? And then you keeping up the
Mm-hmm.
same quality across each song. It's like, man, it's to the point where I'll be out and put you on the shuffle, bro, and it's like it's a whole slick radio station. And then every so often, the rest of the gang will pull up there, but I'll be like, dang, I ain't know I forgot he had this one. I forgot he had that one. Or this one really touched me. So like,
Yeah.
what can we expect? Because now that you got, you know, two separate like personas. You got your personal stuff, and then you got the anime trap stuff. What can we expect? On the project, on those projects, and what can we expect from you like on the compilation?
Oh, so all right. So on like a compilation, um, I'm more on some like we just having fun type stuff. So it's not gonna be like on the Underworld compilation. It's not gonna be too much of like me being all conscious or telling or storytelling or none of that quiet and observant type of stuff. It's just gonna be like we just having fun, we just vibing out, and it's gonna be just a whole bunch of like just hype music, good music, and just like we just chilling type of stuff. Like turning up, like it's gonna be that is like mainly for preparation for like performances and stuff. I do. I'm definitely gonna have more like quiet and observant type of vibes out. I'm gonna release those like once, like one at a time. Like I got this song out right now though. It's doing pretty good. It's called I Get High, and I feel like that could be the next big one right now. I'm trying to push that for real right now. So after I do that for maybe like a month or so and see if it like get moving on TikTok or whatnot, I'm gonna move on to my next thing. But right now I'm in more in like the fun mode. So just spitting bars, flowing, and just having fun with it.
Okay, okay. Um, and I got a couple more questions before we get up out of here, man. So how did you? Because like how like the like to work social media and the market and stuff like that, bro. Without giving up the sauce, like how were you able to like facilitate building your own brand and then really expanding um the Underworld brand, because like I feel like once you kind of came on board, I start to see everybody's numbers rise. I start to see, yeah, you really kind of steering the ship. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all all bosses in your own right, man. Like I've never seen like a collective of artists move like this before, before the come up. You know what I'm saying? Since like Wu Tang, like I ain't never seen
Yeah,
um a group of artists like this vast and this diverse, and this deep. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really got a camaraderie and a brotherhood that I you rarely see in the game. Um, but how did you like expand the social media and like really, make do things and build things organically? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists want to know that.
yeah.
A lot of people ask me about it. But how did you do it?
All right, so like I don't really care about keeping the sauce to myself because like if I know a way for if I got like if I know the way the formula to succeed and everything, I want to share it to everybody. So I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but like I don't really care about keeping it to myself. I want everybody to win. So if they can take any of this and apply it, hopefully it works. But basically, like, like I think we all move so good together because we all put in the work by ourselves maybe years or so before we even came together. It wasn't like we started rapping together. So at the end of the day, we know if we all break up, every single one of us is going to be good on our own regardless. So that's why we all seem like we're our own men or our own bosses. Nobody's like a weak link or none of that. So um now as far as like the come up and whatnot, like marketing on social media, I'm not even gonna act like I got it all figured out because like I just be going with the flow. But mainly when I started Twitter, because that's really what kickstarted the whole thing. Um, Mainly I was just at first how I started was, uh, I did this thing where like I saw a whole bunch of like I went on Twitter, I typed in the word anime and I typed in the word rapper, and I know with the algorithm on Twitter, it'll find people that either tweeted about that, about what like made tweets with those two words in them, or like a person's page will pop up with that and with those two words in their bio. So I was trying to look for people basically with the same interests as me, so anime and then rapper. So Otaku God was like the first person I found, so I followed him. Then like I think I came across Free Soul, came across Krissa, came across like a whole bunch of other people, and then I said to myself, all right, so they all had like thousands of followers, and when I had like zero. So I said, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show them I'm gonna show them some love. You feel me? I'm gonna follow them. I'm gonna support what they got going on. Eventually build a relationship with them, and then try to form some type of alliance. So once I got to maybe like a couple hundred subscribers, I'm not subscribers, followers. I did this thing called like a freestyle challenge or something like that, where I made like a beat from like a Black Clover opening, and then I just sent it. I sent it. Put like a link on my YouTube. I put the video on my YouTube of the beat, and I put the link on Twitter, and I was saying like, yo, let's do a challenge. Everybody do like a 1 minute freestyle with like anime bars or whatever, and for like a minute long video, and then whoever wins, you get like a free beat, you get like a I think it was some prize. I don't know. I was just doing prizes, and then that's how a lot of people got involved. And I got a lot of followers off that, a lot of interaction. I made some friends. I made some friends off that. Um, it was just doing stuff like that, like challenges and stuff, just to get people involved because that's what you want to do. You don't want to be don't be that guy that just get on Twitter and just drop a link and expect everybody to be compelled to listen to your stuff because they have no attachment to you yet. So you know, get people involved, talk to people, just interact. So that's how I really got like my feet wet in the John. So after that happened, that's how more people came along, and then I got inducted to Underworld like not too long after that, and we really got our come up because well, Chris was already doing his thing, so Chris already had, but Chris was in like his own bubble. Um, Otaku God, and me and everybody else, we started really popping off after the Jagan thing. That's what kickstarted it. And then I had this song called Bankai, and this person called Heavily Controller, he's a YouTuber on Twitter. I made a video because I followed him on Twitter, and I saw that he posted something about bleach, and he said he was going to get a bleach tattoo of he would say he's gonna get a bleach tattoo if something didn't happen. And then I think he said if the manga if the anime came back, he was gonna get a bleach tattoo. And I saw how many likes the post had, so I posted my song under his tweet to try to get his attention. It was an AMV, it was like a bleach AMV with my song under it. And then he liked the song and he retweeted it, and he commented or something like that. And then he was like, "Yo, send this to me," or something like that. And I'm gonna make this my YouTube intro. And then he ended up making like a YouTube video on him reacting to my music.
I seen that. I
So that's
seen that.
yeah. So that's another thing. Like people. I know people have like a lot of pride. They don't want to like plug their music under celebrities' posts, but like you gotta do it. You just gotta know when to do it and how to do it. So I saw him talking about an anime, which is my favorite anime, and I had a song to my favorite anime that was a very good song. So I put a video that I know was good. I put it under his tweet, and luckily he's seen it, and he interacted with it because it was related to his original tweet. And I did it early enough because he tweeted it. I had his post notifications on because I was waiting for an opportunity to do something to capture his attention. So the moment he posted that, I was able to plug my tweet under it because I think he posted it, and I think I commented under it like maybe like 20 seconds or something like after he posted it. So I caught him early. So I know for a fact when celebrities or whatever, when they post something, they sit on their phone for a little bit to see the first what couple hundred comments or whatever, and then they'll probably put their phone away because that's after that first minute or so. That's when the comments and the likes and stuff start coming rapidly, and they can't really keep up with all of them. So the first couple, as long as you can get in that slot of like the first couple, you have a good chance of being noticed. But it has to be the right content. So that's how I got his attention. And once he made that video made me- made the video made that song go up more. So I got a lot of attention from that. I got a lot of his fans came to me. A lot of them came to me from him from that video. So then after that, I joined this community on YouTube called like Nerdcore or whatever. So I started I brought my sound to their demographic, and it's not the same sound as them, but it's like they're anime rappers, but they're more for kids than we are. But like they didn't curse or none of that. They was just more like it was more like some like elementary kind of stuff. So with me, I ain't care about none of that. I was bringing my sound to them, and luckily that worked out in my favor. I started doing like drill music or whatever for a little bit, and that started to get a whole bunch of views on that. So once I started to get views on that, I started doing collabs with Underworld more, like Otaku God, Free Soul, and everybody like Hastic. You started seeing me do more songs with all of them, Delta, and and then their YouTube started growing from my channels, and then they started getting plugged in and started working with artists on YouTube as well, and started getting their own channels further. So that's how like we all started moving up. It was more like a domino effect.
Oh, okay. Okay. That may and man, what you just said, man. I hope everybody got your pen. You had your pen and paper out, cause that's a lot of free game. That's $1 million worth of game for free, like your boys up there. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. So um, my next question is, bro, I was still kind of stuck, bro. Like when you said that you made the Jangan beat, like so you do a lot of your own production, like, and but you don't tell people about it. Like I know Chris, he got his beat page and everything. You can go buy stuff and everything, but you kind of keep your production on the low. Cause I would have never known that you was, making your own beats. And in this day and time, that's a commodity. You know what I'm saying? Especially what we see what's
Yeah.
happening with the labels and, different, even just artists to producers. You know what I'm saying? Where
Hmm.
folks will get either it'll either they'll get real popping and the artists will they'll kind of just link up, or they'll try to take it down. You know what I'm saying? Um, how did you, when did you, not how did you, but when did you get into making your own beats, and why? Because that's always the question. Other than, besides the fact that you save money, but
All right.
um,
So
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
so basically,
go ahead.
um, around the time when I was about like, yeah, literally the moment I started recording my actual music when I was about like 19 or so. Just when I first started recording music, I didn't know anything about like about the business part of it. I just knew how to rap and thought that was it. So when I found out that you gotta like pay people to make your beats and stuff like that, or you can't use their beats, or your song gonna get taken down, you could get sued and all that type of crazy stuff. I was like, man. I was listening to this artist called Hobson at the time. He was like my favorite rapper at that point in time, and I noticed that he did everything himself. Like he did it from his own videos to his beats to like engineering his music, like everything literally himself. So and it inspired me to say, all right, I'm gonna start making my own beats. So like, because I didn't want to be in a position where if I had a team with me and they didn't want to work with me no more, and my producers looked at me and said, I'm not working for you no more, I quit. And then I was stuck there, and I couldn't, I had no skills to fend for myself. So I made sure I learned how to make beats for the sake of, if somebody leaves me, I'm still gonna be good regardless, because I refuse to be helpless. So that's really why I started making my own beats. And then I started making them from scratch at first. Like I was creating my own melodies, all types of stuff. But then I fell in love with doing like anime samples in them, because I started to learn how to like to chop and make like Kanye sound and stuff. So
Hmm.
that's what I did with the Jagan thing. I just, like I was listening to some anime opening, and it was just like it was just certain part in the song where it goes dee, 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 and I was like, yo, that sounds hard. So then I took that specific section out for that beat, and I just looped it, and I was like, oh, this sounds like it could be hard. So then that's how I made that beat. And I just threw some hard ass bass on there, 808s and stuff, some hi hats, and I just like, oh yeah, this is cool. But then like after a week, I was like, man, I'm not using this shit. So I just like threw it in like a folder and was like, I'm not using that.
Mm. And then that's how the hit was born. So Slick, before we get out of
Yeah.
here, man, where do you see the, like the underworld going? Like, how far do you seeing it blow up? Because I feel like y'all, like, it's like a powder keg ready to just take off and blast off, bro. So like, where do y'all see y'all taking it? Like, what things do you want to accomplish? Like, what barriers you want to break down? Because I really feel like I always talked about this with my friends, like, and that's something that I kind of mirrored in my own music. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
I kind of blurred the lines a little bit, just kind of giving my own personality. But y'all really bringing it to the forefront, as far as this culture. You know what I'm saying? Because you were right. We put a lot of money into gaming, into comics, into anime culture. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I just feel like y'all got next, bro. So like, what's your plans, bro? What's your goals? What's your dreams? Where do you see on taking this in the next 5 to 10 years?
Um, Well, my main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. No, I'm just playing with you. That's I had to pull that from Riff Raff. But no, so my main goal basically, I honestly I just want to be fine, like get to a point where I'm just like financially comfortable to do what I want, and then make sure the homies is good, and if we could perform in Japan, that would be crazy. Like that was like one of the first things I wanted to do when I like started doing this. I'm like, yo, if like just imagine like Underworld like in like Japan, like our own like set type shit. So there's that. It's like we working on getting this like this big ass crib for all of us to just converge in and plot forth everything for the future. But yeah, basically right now the goal right now, because I don't like to think too far. I like to think far ahead, but like not too. Like I'm more of like the go with the flow type of person. So for me right now, I don't like to think 10 years ahead. I like to think 1 year ahead at a time. So I say by within like the next year or so, I just want to be to the point where me and all my peoples is financially comfortable, financially stable enough to basically start like a world tour, and then we can move on from
Mm,
there.
okay, okay. So, is there anything else you want to plug? Anything else you want to let the people know? You got any questions for your boy before we get out of here? Anybody you want to shout out?
Man, shout out Otaku Underworld, shout out Rumble World, shout out Zaworldo, shout out man all the fans who support, everybody who's listening to this right now, everybody who supports DJ right here. You can find me at Twitter and Instagram at Slickarudi underscore SLICKARUDI underscore. You can find me on YouTube at Slick. Just type in Slick on Google and everything will pop up actually. So that's all I got right now. And be on the lookout for this Underworld album coming out. And I'm good off
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir, man. Man, thank you for your time, bro. Thank you so much. We completed the big three, man. We got Chrissa, we got Taco God, and now we got Slick in the building, man.
Yes,
Thank you, bro,
sir.
for coming out. And until next time, y'all, we out. Peace.
Appreciate you.